Hey everybody, it's Marshall here. This is going to be my Arrow Season 5, Episode 16 review. This episode was really good. I think it's safe to say that Arrow has redeemed itself this season. I think Season 4 was a lot of bad, and Season 3, Felicity just cried a lot. So I think this season, Arrow has pretty much redeemed itself. This season has been so great so far, and we're not even done with the season yet. But anyway, let's start with the breakdown of this episode and the review. So this episode I thought was really well done. I really loved the Batman Begins vibes that I was getting from the beginning of the episode where Oliver was at the monastery, I guess you could say. So he was there, and it reminded me a lot of Batman Begins. It just totally took me back to the Christian Bale Batman days. Except instead of Ra's al Ghul, we have Tahlia al Ghul, which is really funny because Tahlia revealed herself as an al Ghul in the episode. But again, great Batman Begins vibes. The show has pulled a lot from Nolan's trilogy before, and here it just does it again. Now, Tahlia, let's talk about Tahlia. So again, she was at the monastery. Oliver talked to her there. She revealed that Adrian was Prometheus, which I thought was also really fantastic. And so here, she reveals that she's also Tahlia al Ghul. She didn't reference her father, any way other than his death, and she didn't reference Nyssa. So I'm hoping, because Arrow, the producers have been teasing that they're trying to bring back someone special back on the show, and I'm thinking that's Nyssa. So I'm hoping we get Tahlia versus Nyssa. That would be really fun. Actually, that would be fantastic, really. Adrian Chase, oh my gosh. So Oliver finally found out that he was Prometheus in the episode, like we just said, except he is so much more worse as, revealed Prometheus. I liked him way better when he was just underneath the mask. And now that everyone knows who he is, he's so much more frightening. He's so terrifying. Black Canary and Mr. Terrific even find this video of him torturing Susan. I thought that was, really awful. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for her. Even though I hated her in the first part of the season, I feel really bad for her because she don't deserve that. She don't deserve that at all. And that was so disappointing. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope they don't kill her off because she doesn't deserve to die that way. That was, really hardcore. Although the next episode of Arrow is even more hardcore, so we'll wait for that review. But anyway, so they bring in Adrian's wife. They're like, okay, he's using Susan against me. Checkmate, Prometheus. I'll use your wife against you. I thought that was actually really funny that they brought her wife, his wife in, and she was all like, listen, you're going to turn yourself into the police. We can deal with this as a couple, as a family, even though they don't have children, but they're still family together. We can deal with this. And then Prometheus straight up turns on her on a dime and just stabs her, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is really wants to get back at Oliver. This guy really hates Oliver if he's willing to kill his own wife, who he loved. I mean, remember, he did have feelings for her. He did love her truly. So I feel like it was crazy that Felicity was working with Helix again this episode. I feel like she's going to get arrested. I don't know. Something's going to happen. Something is going to happen to where someone finds out that she's doing this. But she finds out that Adrian Chase was a cover-up name, a fake alias, and so his real name is Simon. So I think the only Simon that kind of matches the Prometheus character is a Simon Hunt, I believe, from the comics. So I don't think Simon, the name that Adrian's real name isn't a comic book character, so I'm thinking that they maybe based it off of this character, Simon, because in the comics, Simon steals clothes from Thomas Wayne to make himself look kind of like a Bat-ish character. He's a Batman villain, so I think, and he's kind of like Prometheus, so I feel like that's probably an Easter egg to that. I'm not for sure on that one, but it is a possibility, so I kind of wanted to throw that out there. But anyway, it was really fun. This scene was actually one of my favorites in the episode. It was really cool seeing Oliver make this speech about hunting down the Green Arrow and shooting on sight, while Adrian's just sitting right there being like, oh, okay, I'm just not paying attention to this ish because I'm Prometheus. I'm just gonna chill right here next to my wife, who I later on kill. So I loved that. But he name-dropped Shadow in this episode. And I didn't think anybody knew about Shadow, because if you recall, Oliver really never told anybody about Shadow, except for maybe Felicity. I don't really remember. Or maybe he told Diggle. I can't remember who he told, but I know he told someone about Shadow. So Deathstroke's the only one who knows about Shadow. I mean, Sarah knows, but Sarah's up in time somewhere. So I think that maybe did Adrian track down Deathstroke on the island, or send him a letter about Shadow over Pigeon? I don't what's going on? I don't know how Deathstroke and him got together and talked about Shadow, but somehow he knew. I don't know how he knew about Shadow. That's actually really funny. I don't know. We'll have to dig in deeper for that. But anyway, Tahlia ends up stabbing him in the back. At first, I thought that Artemis was the one who shot Oliver in the leg, but then I was like, oh, wait, it's Tahlia. So yeah, Tahlia was the one who ended up shooting him. But then, wait a minute. So did Oliver, like, fly all the way back to Star City, and then she flew back too? Or, like, what happened here? Like, what was the time gap? What's the distance from the monastery to Star City? Like, how did she get there that fast? Or is it like a time span of over a few days? I don't know. I think that was also kind of weird. So overall, I think it's a solid episode, but there was just things in here that I was just like, wait a minute, what is going on? Like, some of these things confused me. But overall, I thought, again, it was a good episode. Again, Arrow has redeemed itself. But what did you guys think of the episode? Comment down below. What was your favorite part? And wasn't it just crazy how Prometheus basically just killed his own wife? Like, I thought that was, like, the most hardcore thing in the episode. I was like, oh, wow, that's edgy. But again, comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say about that and the rest of the episode. So don't forget to scream this video out to the world by sharing it with all your social media down below. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. We can always use some more viewers here. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys later for some more videos. Bye-bye.